If you're making one of the 4 mistakes that I'm about to share with you in this video, it could be the reason that you're not growing on YouTube Shorts, or that your YouTube Shorts keep dying out at 2,000 or 3,000 views, or maybe they're dying out at even less views. In fact, this creator was able to stop making these mistakes and get over 25,000 subscribers in just 30 days, and this creator was able to do the same thing, except they were able to gain over 50,000 subscribers. So you need to make sure that you're not implementing the mistakes that I share with you in this video, because I see way too often small channels doing this, and it's one of the reasons that they're not growing. First and foremost, you need to make sure that you stop uploading content that's not actually in a vertical format. I see so many creators do this. They upload a content that has black bars to the left and right. They upload content that has black bars above and below, and guess what this ends up doing? It signals to YouTube that you didn't upload content in the correct format, so why on earth would YouTube actually go and then push out that content? And this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see creators make. In addition to that, you need to make sure that you are not having a watermark from a different platform. YouTube does not want to promote content that has an Instagram watermark, that has a TikTok watermark, or any other platform's watermark, so you need to make sure that you're removing that before you actually upload that content onto YouTube, because if you do not do that, then you're not formatting your videos correctly, and this is one of the reasons that you're not growing. Or you might not be adding a description to your content, tags to your content, or even hashtags to your content, and if you're making one of those formatting mistakes also, well then guess what? It's not only preventing you from not going viral on YouTube, it also could be one of the reasons that YouTube doesn't actually have an audience for the piece of content that you're uploading. And if you keep doing this over and over and over again, you know where you're gonna get? You're gonna be in the same spot that you're in right now 30 days from now, and I don't want that to happen, which is why you need to also make sure that you're not using trending music on YouTube, because if you're using trending music on YouTube right now, it could be one of the worst things that you do, because not only will it make you grow slower on YouTube, but it could get you demonetized in the future, and that's exactly why we have to thank today's video sponsor, Epidemic Sound. If you go to the pinned comment below, you could get a 30-day free trial with Epidemic Sound, and I literally do not make a video on YouTube without first using Epidemic Sound. You wanna know why? Because I wanna make sure that my channel continues to stay monetized, and I wanna make sure that it's monetized in the future. And if you wanna be able to monetize your YouTube channel, you need to make sure that you're using copyright-free music, which is exactly what Epidemic Sound offers. Now, they offer so many different types of music. You could search by genre, you could search by the mood that you're trying to set within your content, and so much more. Best of all, Epidemic Sound lets you sleep easily at night because you know that your content won't get demonetized for using copyright music. And best of all, if you stop being subscribed to Epidemic Sound, your content is still going to be protected. So what are you waiting for? Go to the pinned comment below, sign up for the 30-day free trial. It's one of the best things that you could possibly do if you want to make sure that your content is going to get monetized in the future. And like I said, I literally don't make a video on YouTube without first using Epidemic Sound. The third thing that you need to make sure that you're not doing is you need to make sure that your text is not covering your title, because I see so many people do this, and you know what it does? It makes them want to swipe away. If I see somebody's video and their text is covering their title, and now I can't read the title and I can't read the text, and now I have absolutely no idea what the video is about, well then guess what I'm gonna be doing? I'm gonna be swiping away from that video quicker than you could have ever imagined. And guess what? When I swipe away from that video, it's going to signal to YouTube that they shouldn't continue pushing out that piece of content, and this might be what's happening to you. And not only does this go for when your text is covering the title, it also goes for when your text is too high, if your text is off-centered, if your text is halfway off the screen. I see so many creators make all these mistakes, especially creators that are cutting down long-form content into shorts. A lot of time the formatting isn't actually done correctly. This makes the piece of content look like garbage, and that's why people are swiping away from your content. Or maybe you're not using text on the screen at all, which is another massive mistake, because you need to have text on the screen in order to hook people in. On top of that, the majority of people that are actually scrolling through YouTube Shorts, they don't have their sound on. So if you don't have text on the screen in your videos, they're gonna have absolutely no idea why they need to stop and watch your video, and they're gonna have no idea why they should keep watching your video all the way through to the end, which is ideally what your hook should do. And if you're not doing that within the hook in your content, probably one of the reasons that you're not growing on YouTube right now, or that your posts keep dying off. Or maybe you might be making the last mistake that I'm about to share with you, which is by far the most important. And that is that you never validate your posts before actually posting, and this is a critical mistake. The second that you actually get this through your head, it's going to allow you to grow quicker on YouTube, and it's going to allow you to get more views, and it's going to stop you from wasting your time uploading content on YouTube. I see so many creators mess this up. They'll have an idea, they shoot the video, they slap a title on it, and then they upload the video. That is the wrong way to do things. You should have an idea, you should validate that idea by doing a search on YouTube and making sure that other people have gotten views for that, because if you don't do that, it's going to lead to you getting a decrease increase in views. You also need to understand YouTube is a competition. When you have an idea for a piece of content, you need to do a search for it. The first box you need to check is that other people have created content about that. The second box you need to check is that you looked at their titles, looked at their thumbnails, looked at their content, in specific, the hook in your content, and you can make sure that you could deliver a better video. Because if you're not delivering a better video, well then guess what's going to happen? YouTube isn't going to push out your content, because in the competition of everything, those other content creators are going to be beating you out. So please make sure you're validating your idea. And then once you create a great piece of content, you need to make sure that your title and thumbnail are on point, and they're going to signal two things to YouTube. First, they're going to signal who that exact audience is to YouTube, but more important, secondly, they need to make sure that it's going to get somebody to actually click on the video. Because if they don't click on the video, nobody watches the video, and if nobody watches the video, you're not going to be eligible for future views, and this is why you're not getting subscribers on YouTube right now. Or you might be posting at the completely wrong time on YouTube, in which case you need to watch this video right here, because it's going to tell you exactly what time to post if you want to maximize the amount of views that you get in the first 24 hours that you're uploading on YouTube.